Hey everybody, welcome to the Parsley channel. We're just like Parsley, we get into a little bit of everything. And what are we getting into today? Well, we're inside today. We're inside my kitchen today. I got a Christmas shirt on today. It's Buon Natale. So we're gonna be making the Feast of the Seven Fishes seafood salad, Insalata di Mare, or the seafood salad, like I said. So I'm making the recipe just like my grandmother used to make, just like my mother used to make. So come along with me and we're going to put everything out. We're going to go through all the directions. I'm going to put all the ingredients down in the description below. And we're going to make the seafood salad because it's Christmas Eve. Okay, come along with me. Okay, first step. We got water in here. We've got white wine. We've got our mirepoix, which is carrots, celery, onions, and garlic. We got some crushed up black peppercorns, some salt, lemon, bay leaf, parsley, and thyme. No, it's not Scarborough Fair. So what we're going to be making here is what's called a court bouillon. So it's a very light, fast broth that we're going to use to poach all the seafood in for the seafood salad. And yeah, I cut my finger. Dull knives only cut you, remember. Sharpen your knives. So we're going to let this, put all the ingredients in here. We're going to let it simmer and for about 30 minutes, and then we're ready to poach all the seafood right in here. So see you in a little bit. So here's all the ingredients for the court bouillon. And French people, I'm sorry if I'm not pronouncing it correctly. So we've got all the ingredients in here. We're just going to bring it up to a boil and let it simmer for 30 minutes and then strain everything out. So I have it in the spaghetti pot, make it easy. And I'll probably add a little bit more water because I'm going to be cooking lobster. So I'm going to need a little bit more water here, but that's okay. I used to just do it in straight water, but I'm going to try it different this year. See how this comes out. So we got all the aromatics. We've got the carrots and the celery there on the bottom. Lemons, the wine, the water, the parsley, the bay leaf, the thyme. And I'll put all the ingredients in the description below so you can copy it if you want. All right, so we've got the 7 fish, or sea creatures, because they're not fish. So the 7 sea creatures, we've got squid, and I already cut them up into rings, tentacles. So there's about a pound here. About a pound of bay scallops right over there. A can of crab meat. Imitation crab meat, I'll explain that in a minute why it's imitation crab meat. And we've got some jumbo shrimp with the shells and tails still on. We've got scungelli right over here. This is also, it's a snail. It comes from the shell called a whelk. And you know what's in here. I'm not going to show you because we'll show you after, but it's a pound and a half that in there. And he's going to turn that color pretty soon. And then here's that court bouillon that is strained and ready to go and ready for poaching. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All 7 sea creatures here. Now you might be saying, hey there, Mr. Parsley, why 7? Well, it's an Italian tradition. Every year we always debate why 7. It used to be it was the 7 deadly sins, but that's not why. It's according to supposedly the 7 sacraments. What they are, I don't know. And I was an altar boy. Hey, there's the little trivia for you. I don't know what the 7 sacraments are. I guess you could Google it and find out, but that's what the 7 fish are for. It's tradition for Christmas Eve. Christmas Eve in the Italian tradition is always no meat. At least in my family, it was no meat. You may experience it differently. And was always some form of seafood, 7 fishes. So I do the seafood salad, covers all the 7 fish sea creatures. Although technically that imitation crab meat is a fish. It's made out of a fish called pollock. And why imitation crab meat? A lot of people are going to say, that's gross. What are you doing that for? I used to put octopus, and that would make another. The squid is a cephalopod. The octopus is a cephalopod, so it would be 2 cephalopods, but, separate. And the mollusk with the scungel, it's, but whatever. Anyway, my whole family was like, oh, we just saw that show, Octopus Teacher, my octopus teacher. We can't eat octopus. Octopus is so intelligent, blah, 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 blah. So I just leave the octopus out and everybody's happy. And the imitation crab meat is okay, gives a little bit of color. And it's technically a fish, so I do have fish in here. And then, of course, we have other stuff at the meal. We have baked clams, we have a whole fish, we have, my sister makes the bacala, and that's what my mother used to call me. Bacala, which is supposed to mean the stupid or stunad. Bacala is salted cod that you have to soak for a while, and then you mix it in like a little salad. Comes out really good. There's a whole story about bacala and salted cod. And cod itself is actually a really good book. I'll give it a plug here. Mark Kurlansky has a book called Cod. It's just titled Cod, and it goes through the entire history of cod and how salted cod became important, and how the Basque were the first ones to discover North America because they were coming for fishing for cod. That's a whole nother story. That's a whole nother video. Let's get back to poaching these critters and making the seafood salad. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna poach all these guys. We're gonna poach the shrimp, take the shells off. We're gonna cut them up. We're gonna chop up the scungel. Scungel's already cooked, so we don't have to do anything to the scungel. We just gotta chop it up. How to cook it, I don't know, so I get it from the seafood store like that, already cooked. And then our friend in here, he's kind of moving around a little bit. He's going to be last because that kind of fouls up the liquid a little bit. Crab meat, scallops, the squid, calamari, break up the imitation crab meat, and then we'll go over the dressing and any other additions that we're going to put in there. So we got to get this boiling, and we'll get to the poaching liquid. So when we come back again, all this will be cooked, and all this will be cut up and chopped up and put in a big bowl. So see you in a bit. All right, so here we are. We got all 7 sea creatures all cooked and mixed together. There's the scallops, scungelli's in there. There's the squid, the calamari, the lobster's all cut up, the crab meat, the imitation crab meat, the shrimp. I'm missing something. But they're all in there. All 7 are in there. So now we're just going to add the additions and dressing and then let it sit overnight. All right, so there it is, all dressed up. We got some chopped parsley in there. Hey, Tom Parsley, we got parsley in there. And chopped up celery, chopped up fennel, chopped up red onion. And then I put the dressing on. I guess I didn't show you the dressing. There's a little bit on the bottom there. But it's just lemon juice, olive oil, crushed garlic, salt and pepper. Oh, and I also put lemon zest in here. Mixed it all up. And then let it sit for overnight. Turn it around a few times in a bag, in the fridge, of course. And then it's ready to go. Feast of the 7 fishes. All right, I want to thank you all for watching. Don't forget those 3 things. Like, comment, and subscribe on all the socials. Buon Natale, everybody. Here's the seafood salad right back here. There it is, ready to go. So Christmas Eve, Merry Christmas, everybody. Happy New Year. And if you're Italian out there, you know the deal. Feast of the 7 fishes. So see you on the next go-around. This is Tom Parsley signing off. Bye.